arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
And with that, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Mass Effect. I actually had to replay the entire last section again. So although it looks like I just went straight from one section to the next, I actually had to replay all that because I saved here and had everything cut and pasted and all of my videos got deleted. It was my fault. I went through and was like, I need to clean up some space, and just went delete and deleted all of my footage for everything. Yeah. So I lost some Dragon Age footage that's not going to show up. I lost some Mass Effect footage that's obviously not going to show up. But that is neither here nor there. Today we are taking care of the rest of Noveria, and that is it.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can those things work at train's controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot. I'd like to know who you are.
My name's Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out and he ain't all there anymore. First we knew the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians.
There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs.
Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. We made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
Perimeter clear.
Thanks for the help. Every few hours a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
All will be explained later. I want to say, yeah, there's nothing here.
What?
You're a member of the science teams.
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Basically, she studies biotics in anyone not Ansari. And, you know, how well they fit. That makes perfect sense. Like, how does that... None of those options make sense. Especially for the fact that I'm an engineer, so...
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Why ask me, and not your friend?
Because I do not know anything about the matriarch.
Then why would I?
Because she's here! You...
That's all for now.
Then I will return to my meditations.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
I heard there were some problems up here.
Furtively, I am concerned about the state of our guards. Many have been awake for days. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
I really want to know, like, I want to meet the people who choose the, as I like to call it, asshole options. This is crap. This is spit-shined crap. I mean, I guess you could argue that the duration time is higher. But, I mean, power bonus is down by half. Well, I guess the cooldown is up too. Okay. It may be crap, but it's still good crap. And if I'm not mistaken, I cannot use any of that. There's some Krogan armor. So I'm not going to go through the long, lengthy, and drawn-out process of talking to every single person here, because trust me when I tell you it is long, lengthy, and drawn-out. I will, however, come down here and speak to the doctor.
I know you'd have a cure by now. What do you want?
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature, but there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
Do you imagine that distinction makes this ethical?
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
Now, when I do say asshole options, I mean the ones down here that are like seriously asshole-ish options.
Is there a cure, Doctor? A treatment?
Our first priority was getting it working. We were close to synthesizing an antidote when Mira went down. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
I want to say that was the same option. Yeah, because it should have been the same option about... It does that sometimes. It just goes back and forth.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra metagel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. Alright, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
See, I never understood why it did that. And it's always done that. I don't know why. Alright. Whatever. So yeah. There's multiple ways to go about doing things, but to tell you the truth, this is sort of the easiest. And I'll explain something else here in a minute after I get this cure. I'll also speak to Han here.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
The Krogan wiped them out 1,000 years ago.
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane?
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Who?
Dr. Hornyon. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
Tell me what you know. I'll make your survival mean something.
You think I want absolution? There is none.
I'll be leaving now.
The reason I don't question him about Benezia is because, to start off with, very few people know anything.
You're not part of the crew.
I have Ventralis' permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
I would recommend, personally, going ahead and checking the rooms first. I want to say it's the second and last room. I know the last room for sure. Yeah, okay. Because I'm not 100% certain how much metagel and stuff you may have used getting to this point. Especially if it's on your first run through, then you probably used quite a bit. My hand-eye coordination has been so off the last couple days. Oh, come on. Alright. We do this because basically just get it inside the little
Your
arrows.
mission ends here, Shepard.
I thought she seemed odd.
You're a sleeper agent for Benezia.
I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
Let's take them out.
You wish you wouldn't turn me around backwards, but, you know, whatever. Yeah. As a bit of a side note, on your first run through, you're most likely going to die on this mission several times.
Think we got him, Commander.
I mean, there's very little cover, as you saw, and yeah. Yeah, just, yeah.
She killed the guard, Shepard, just for being in her way.
I know, right?
They came out of there.
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Benezia brought them with her.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah, the reason they don't say anything is because of her. Also, if you just go running in, so I'll show you the other area. You'll have to fight turrets, of course you'll have to fight the guards, but I think you'll also have to fight her when you do finally reach Benezia. I have not confirmed this because I've always done that mission first. So. And the maintenance area is down the elevator shaft. But most people wouldn't do this, but I will because I want to show you guys the great thing about this game.
Something you need?
I was attacked by the Asari who was in here. She killed your guard.
Dr. Ayalis? But she seemed like the most stable one here.
She was a huntress pledged to the matriarch. A group of Geth were with her.
Geth? I didn't know. God's honest truth, I thought she was just another egghead. Son of a bitch.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick stable. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. Got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen, I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
Okay.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
Yeah, because there was I don't know how to get it. I don't remember. I got it like one time, but if you go talk to him, dang it! I keep right-clicking. That's what's happening there. We're hitting spacebar, which I could swear my spacebar was broken, but it's working now, so that's all that matters. But yeah, if you there's a bit of dialogue where he says that everybody's been on edge since I showed up.
Is that the cure? You did it?
That Asari scientist, the one in the mess hall? She just tried to kill us.
Alestia? That's unbelievable.
Or maybe it's him.
I don't know much about her. She arrived a month ago. One of the shareholders pulled strings to get her here.
Let me guess. Saren, the Spectre?
Yes. I think that was the name. I don't pay attention to the other research teams. Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass. But there's just snow back there. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough that... Oh, God, what a cliché. You saved their lives, do you know that?
Could you spare a few medical packs? They're worth their weight in gold up here.
You didn't get these from me. Ventrollis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this. Thanks again.
I do it for the points. I don't really need the metagel. So, if you go back there in that area, see the assault drone that I'm currently targeted on, the small circle there? Yeah. Those things will automatically attack you, the guards will start attacking you, and it's a big, huge mess. However, if you go through the maintenance area, you only have to face off with... I think there's a few guards that I have to take out, but I don't strictly remember. It's been so long since I played, but I do love playing so much. I'm one of those people, like, I'll play 100 times, but I'll choose the same option each time for some reason. Like, it's just not me to choose the other options. And I will be taking care of the Hot Labs 1, Hot Labs 2 in this video. It's not that hard.
All clear.
Cannot wait until I can freely use my assault rifle. Alright. So, this door, right, just basically leads back into the area that those turrets were at. So, good idea, okay. Ooh. Forgot I leveled up. Hacking, yeah. Okay. Put out your equipment stuff and save here. This fight is not particularly hard, it just, you're going to take a lot of fire from a lot of different angles, and yeah.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
Liara's here because she wants to be, not because I asked her to.
Indeed. What have you told her about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
There's obviously no peaceful way to settle this.
Indeed.
Now the fight, in and of itself, is not particularly hard. Like I said, it's just, you're going to take a lot of fire from a lot of different angles. If at all possible, you want to try and minimize that. It's the snipers, really, that are going to get you. your finger near the F key so that way you can hit your metagel and you'll be fine. Alright. There's us. Ah, great. Yeah. Dang it. I need you guys to move, if at all possible. Thank you. Now, I actually can't do anything against Benezia right now. Like, you can see her life bar is white. However, now she's in a weakened state, blah blah blah. I mean, typical boss fight. Shepard needs to get to cover. There we go.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will. You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Are you saying he brainwashed you?
People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
Can I assume you found the coordinates?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should. Oh, you should.
Mother, don't leave. Fight him.
You've always made me proud, Liara.
Followed by?
Die.
Ah, that's always what you want to hear from your parents, isn't it? You've always made me proud. Now die. So yes, you can get to those chests over there. Okay? It is possible.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Hold on. We've got Metagel. Maybe we can...
No. He is still in my mind. I am not entirely myself. I never will be again.
Mother.
Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn. No light. They always said there would be a...
So, if I go anywhere near that crate, it's going to activate another video cutscene. Right? So, bam. See? Instantly, video cutscene. Nothing I can do about it, but I can get it here in a minute. Zombie!
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
If you're sure they can't be saved.
It is lamentable, but necessary. Do what you must. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
Look, those tanks? Acid. Strong enough to kill anything, no matter its biology. They wouldn't have installed that if they weren't afraid of the consequences of her getting loose.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
So, if you're wondering why I didn't choose that other option about what's wrong with the children, she just explained basically what's wrong with them. That they just basically went crazy because they were taken too soon. And if you want more explanation, then you'll get it in the hot labs.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No. I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
And now we can access the crate, which is really all we were here for. So, I could go back the way I came. Actually, I think that door might actually be locked. But, if I just go this way, it takes me right back to the tram. So this is the door that I couldn't get into before. So let us head down to the hot labs. Where you will get even more backstory. And we will wrap this up for the day. Which actually, to tell you the truth, it has not been as long as I thought it would.
Are you here to secure the situation?
If by secure you mean shoot every monster I see, sure.
I am certain you are having strong feelings. But what has happened here, it is our fault. You understand?
I understand that we'll be dead soon. Talk fast.
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
They brought it here to wake it up?
Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass-produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
This is fascinating, but we don't have time to chat.
These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
Like, how did you not see him? The Rachni, that is. I mean, the thing's not small.
That's the last of them.
Yeah. Basically, they brought the egg, hatched the egg. Egg becomes queen. Queen lays more eggs. They move queen before eggs can hatch. Eggs hatch. Baby Rachni go crazy because, of course, they don't have, well, knowledge.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
So if you're wondering why I went over to his body, it's because I had to grab the key
Activate
card.
the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
See, I could just mumble. But I actually had to get the code as well from him.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Now, on this part, do not try and fight. Just run. See all the little red dots on the mini-map? Come on.
All targets eliminated.
Oh, yeah. You're never going to make it through there before you run out of time. They will just keep popping up. Now, I was a little bit worried at this point when I first played through this game. That I was like, how do I get out of here? And then it occurred to me that the only way to get out is to go all the way back to where I came from. Yeah. Yay!
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Crew, dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
So, I do need to talk to them at some point, so might as well.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This Queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. My children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
So much good stuff. So guys, that's it. I am done for the day. I will talk to everybody next time because of course this has gone on way too long. So to that I'm gonna say sayonara.